We are live on my stream. Let me get the link. Ah, it sounded like anyway. Right. Give it a couple of minutes. Evening, everyone. Evening. May as well start things off here. Welcome along to WAOF1 here on your first evening here on F1 26, or like to call it. So, what do you call it? Pretty much, what do you call it? It was like two divisions, then it's covered down to one because of like availabilities, stuff like that. So it would be down to one lobbies from pretty much is from this week or next couple of weeks time. Correct me if I'm wrong. So that's pretty much it. So the new Spanish Grand Prix is in Madrid circuit. 22 turns around a 5.4 kilometer long track, 3.3 mile long track. Here consists of 12 to the right and 10 to the left there. So I did race on Sunday, not according to plan. Anyway, so, and also no ghosting, fun. So there is the softest of the compounds. C5, C4 and the C3 are all available here. So evening to Ryanair, welcome on in. We should have a full grid if I'm not mistaken, have we? Or I may have spoke too soon on that one. I have a look at it. I was joined for qualifying, and Dusty. Right. Well, not too bad, Rich, whoever yourself, just get ready things started. So it's all coming to one lobby here. So let me get the things sorted. Let me have a look there. On the standings, right, on the two divisions coming to this week. Carsey leading the Division 1 season with Dusty Persimmon currently P2. Dusty is on Carsey on 193 compared to Dusty's 168 here. With Night Owl is currently P3 with 153. Plows is P4 with 152 and Adam Halford P5. There. So top three is separated by 3 points. No, 2 points altogether. So coming to this race, and in the Division 2 wise, Robin leads the way there. I thought Rail going to be leads the way from last time, but as Robin keeps hold of his championship lead here this evening. He's 171 ahead of Whale, who is 169. With Plembo is on 162 in P3, with Hayes in P4 with 116. There. Josh is P5 with 106. And Moomin is P6 with 101. Room 101. What? If you know, you know. Oopsie daisy. My mistaken there, folks. My mistaken here. So, if you have raced this track, what do you think of this track altogether here before coming to this one? So, I got 3 turn names actually. Turn 3 is called, we get through it along the way there. And turn number 12 is kind of like one of the iconic monument or something like that, you could say. So that kind of way. So who are we waiting on? A couple of drivers waiting on. So how are we on the first evening? My God, I thought it was like the sunshine. Oh, but actually not. It's kind of like more humid in the way that it happened. And everyone is ready up. We go for this one. So it's going to be per 80 minutes for Q1. We'll be losing 6 of the drivers at the moment. Would be 4. So we'd be losing like 4. Then Q2, 16 drivers. Again, another 6 drivers. Another 6 slowest drivers will be missing out to Q3. Q3 top 10 shootout there. So that's pretty much it for this one. So Rich may be coming in to this race altogether. So that's pretty much it altogether. So we'll soon find out on this occasion. So we got all in one. Try to find my Delano bingo card. Well, you didn't find it until season 8. Well, season 8 bingo cards. There. Unless if you look through ChatGPT and stuff like that. My God. It would be one of the go-tos there. After all that. Here, folks. So, as I said, 18 minutes for Q1 session. Here, hello, Bucko. How are we? How are we? My bingo marker need dusting. That's true. That's true. Well, to be fair, we're on comms in fairness, so we need to find Ryanair's bingo card there. If we find one there. Project H will be first one out on track. Well, Cal like going to be follow suit here as well. So, what you? Not bad. Hey, how are you? I'm roasting. Pretty much humid in Ireland, to be fair. That's a new one. Sausage curve going through turn 5 through 6 there. There were no sausage curve through there when we race on Sundays, if I'm not mistaken. There, so I would see an insurance company will be filthy rich after this week, isn't it, folks? Plus, F1 haven't reached that far yet because they're going to Stanford next, and then was in the update 2 days. Oh, right, fair. Maybe because I haven't even clocked on there at this very great camera view from the exit of the tunnel there. And we will start things off with Podgy H to get us going. Car number 62 kicks things off in the Alpine as he's opened up the boost mode, straight mode, down to turn 1. The left hander from the right hander, first chicane, third gear on entry, downshift to second, try. No, turn 3, Hortaleza. We go before going second of the straight modes. Down to turn 4, which is a kink, before going to turn 5 through 6. Second gear, cautious through there. Now, turn 7, going up the hill to turn 8 and 9. There's a lot of people who crashed through there when we race on Sunday. Now, turn 10, we go right hander from the left, the exit, before La Monuento. Through turn 12, the banking through there. He's derating at the exit of turn 12, La Monuento. Killed a bus, they call. Turn 13 through 14 and 15 that's a turn name to call. I will be butchered after pronunciation wrong. Now, going through turn 18 through 19, we go keep it 6th gear, going down to turn number 20, hard braking left-hander. If you get the run from turn 19, you get a good overtaking opportunity. Keep the boost mode on, going down to the final turn of the track. Come across the line, set things off with 132.3239 there. Mr. Matex coming across the line next. He's gone up with a 32.765 it was. Robin gone up the top of the timing sheets here with a 139.969 there. Watson hit the wall there, gone up to P5 there with Ben P4 at this very moment here. Shawnee Boy invalidate his run. Dusty Pursuit gone fastest at this very moment here. So seeing a Red Bull there, moving P2 there with a 131.686 there. On the mediums, in fact, good lap. Oh, squirrely moment from Hilly. That's the one for the bingo sheep, Ryan. As he come across the line through the final turn, hit the wall on the exit of the final turn, and he is P2 at this very moment with a 131.334. My God. Delano. Right there, Anyway, Aaron Panassa is on a lap here. First marker down on the bingo card, yep. It is. Rich has now joined the session here, folks, so that makes it 21 here. Apple is struggling with it, try and make it in as Aaron. Let's see how he does. Going through turn 20 through, goes the penultimate turn. This I mean the final turn does remind me of Sochi. If you know, you know. Like, it does remind me of that, but it's like more harsher than. Isn't me where like that's a great drive. Yeah, it does, because like I think it's in particular the last two corners that like it does remind me of Sochi. Like I know it's like the last. I know Sochi is not that remember in just before in the pit. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like one of those like just before going to the pit lane and stuff like that. As we keep it out with Robin, Division 2 Championship leader, as he going through the final sector. We go. As for the Williams team, downshift to second in the yellows. That is for the Aston Martin. Who was that? There, that is Buckle gone off there. No ideal to start off his lap there. And that is not ideal for Robin because he hit the wall on the exit of the final turn. And he stays where he was. 4 times up through the middle sector. And he hit the wall. That's lost him plenty of time there. Raza on a cool down lap there. Well, what car could I go on? Let me have a look on the Discord there. As Kelly, I will double check for you. What car is Ransdell car? Yeah, it's like whatever car. Well, it's kind of like whatever car is there, to be quite frankly. As Carsey going through the last couple of turns there. And Ryanair, thankfully, so how many pole position he needed to get his 100th pole position? And he's gone up to P2 at this very moment. Here with 130.927. I think he's got pole last time out. Is he pole 98? No. As well. Yeah. Wales should be Division 1. Wales should be in Division 1, folks. You hear it here first. Well, now it's turning into one lobby now, so. I mean, earlier in the season. There you go. So, we got Dusty top of the timing sheets here with Carsey P2. Well, it's only 2/10 off from Carsey here. So, that is ideal situation if you're Whale there. And Hilly's, you notice, P4 with a 131.233 for the McLaren driver here. So, for the notice, there are a couple of people doing race practice here. Hilly retires from this qualifying session. Now, Raza is going back into the pits. Going to be under the caution here. Niall is currently on a lap. Try to get a lap on the board at the very least there. Drymed is also on a lap there. Goomba is on a lap. So we keep an eye with Niall and the Frenchman going through La Monieto. We go. Keep it 6th gear. Flat out through there through the banking. Right. Babas. Get in there, but I will butcher it like nevertheless there. Before going to turn 17, going into turn 18, we go through 19. It's a right-hander going to turn number 20. There, downshift to 2nd gear. We go now. Enter turn number 21. There, maximize the track limits there. As he going across the line and hit the wall on the exit. He's gone fastest at the moment with 130.649 there. Carsey is on 87 poles, I believe. I think he's on 97. Last time. I know he's all-time leading race winner. But he's getting close to the 100 mark for definite. So we've seen Rich out on track for first time this evening here. So we've seen Adam Halfer, season 7 champion. I think he's 3-time champion. think it is. There's the Aston Martin move out of the way. Had it. Ah, right, fair. Nah, sorry. But that's A42, mate. I mean, if you're Carsey, that's all I'm going to say. If you're Carsey, it's pretty much doable. It's like that. As now, Halford going through the final turn. He had to break through the final turn. He's P3 at the moment there, with a 130.726 there. So the top four there is separated by just within 800, which has gone fastest out of nowhere, with a 130.404 at this very moment here. So the Red Bull driver coming late set the world alight at this very moment with and set the top of the timing sheet here. Bingo. Well, believe he got a bingo there. Ryan, check the card. Ryan, check the card. Now, the reigning champion, Gupta. Let's see how he does it. The fastest is at 130.404. No way is it ejected from the bingo. No. False call. False call. Well. We seen Rasa here. I agree. That's worthy of a qualifying ban for misleading a bingo call. 1 minute point 1286 for Rasa and the Audi driver. They're not out retires, Richard retired, rightly so. They're already through to the next part of qualifying. Here, Rasa. There. Rasa. What do you call it? Rasa going through the final turn as let's see how it goes. Coming across the line. P6 for the Audi driver. For himself there. Arn is down on his lap, but he will go for it again. There. Gupta may go for it again. Moon is currently on a lap in the Ferrari at this very moment here. Pole going to be at least mid 29s. Well, you're most likely going to be into the 29s, Rich. Turn number 20 for Moomin, the Swedish driver, as he believes that he's not safe at all, but he will be coming across the line for himself as he hit the wall on the exit, come across the line. P3 there for Moomin. Good stuff indeed for the Ferrari driver. Arn has started his lap. Watson has started his lap. There. I think. So let's see how the Cadillac will do. They're going through Bass. Hit the wall on the entry. They're not ideal, but he's. If I was him, he may as well back. Not sure of backing out there. As he hit the wall, there's the thunder. He's gone missing, and that would be Aussie Wilts for Arn. There, a missing left end plate. It's gone missing there. Shawnee Boy just started his lap. Watson also on his lap. He's nearly 9 tenths up through the first sector. Going through Babas. What the heck is my pronunciation? Go on. My God. He just over a second up through the middle sector there for the Cadillac driver. As he going through the left and the right handers. There through goes turn number 20. We go before we go into turn number 21. We go for the Cadillac maximise the track limits there for Nicola. Hit the wall on the exit. P15 at the moment. He's not even safe at all with that lap there. Ben might even go for it, thinking there's a chance of him making out of Q1 into Q2, but he's backed out there at this very moment. Mr. Matek has invalidated his run. Bucko has started his run there, as we see. I think that is Watson went onto the gravel there, going up the hill through turn 8 and 9 there. Alright, how many, higher or lower? How many people will enter turn 8 there? Because I do see a lot of people enter the wall for turn 8, going into turn 9. How many? Hopefully. And also lap 1 going to be fun. The race start is going to be fun. So we're seeing Buckle 8/10 up through the middle sector for the Aston Martin driver as he going through the left and the right there off turn 19, no, turn 18 and 19, going into turn number 20 there. We go for Buckle onto turn number 21. It's kind of like as such he turns there as coming across the line for Buckle. It's P9, good stuff there for Buckle himself there. Robin is currently on his lap there as the Cadillac not gone for it again, so that would be Watson. All you could hope is hopefully no one beats him. Hayes come across the line, P9 for her with a 131.154 for herself. The Shiny Boy enters the pits there. He's not improved his lap time. Project H validates it's wrong. He will be improved there. And into the 31s there. Not ideal. Ben's coming across the line. Slow down to let his son go through to the next part of qualifying. Goomba P20 there. TriMed is coming across the line there. He went into the wall, and that would be Q1 sorted here, folks. Wowee. So, Rich gone fastest with a 130.404 there with Nightingale in P2. Carsey's outside the top 5 out Q1. So we will be losing Ben, Johnny Boy, Aaron Van Asta, Goomba, and Dryman has not gone through to the next part of Q2. Well, Buckle, pole position, no pressure, lad. No pressure. Oh, hey! Thank you, Ryan, for 5 gifted subs for... Wait, hey! Hopefully we get the hype train going. Wait, hey! Get the hype train going. Get the hype train going. That's all we want. That's all we want. Right. Next part, Q2 we're in. We will be losing another 6 slowest drivers here, folks. So that would be the case of this situation here. Carsey is going on back out on track here. So let's see. The Aston Martin, I believe it is. No. The Aston Martin of Dusty going out on track first. He wanted to get the TV time. It's kind of like, what's the other division? Gunnar nor get the TV time in Tuesdays, I think, to go out on track first. If I do mistaken, I do apologise for that. So we are. So this is pretty much it. So Dusty, very quick driver altogether here since he joined this league, and he's pretty much very quick altogether, competing with car seat like nearly the whole season here at the moment. There, MC Wild said this track hard, not gonna lie. I agree. I totally agree with that. It's like so hard to get it all right there. So let's see what Dusty can do to start his lap. Turn 1, downshift to 3rd gear. Through turn 2, going through Hortaleza, which is a fast right-hander, high-speed right-hander. Going to turn 4, bit of bump there. Before going to turn 5 through 6 there. As yes, carried a bit too much speed, not ideal. Through turn 8 through 9 there, 3rd gear, a lot of blind corners there. That's turn 10 through 11. We go La Monumental. We go keep it 6th gear, going through there, flat out through there, not using much of a battery there compared to a lot of drivers here. Fat the bus. Hopefully I said it right. Section of the track. They're going through turn 16 through 17 before going into the tunnel. There you go. Now turn 18 through 19 to the left, bend the right. We go before going to turn 20. 2nd gear, bit locked up through there. Now turn 21, keep it 3rd gear there. And let's see what Dusty can do as he comes across the line for the Aston Martin driver to start with a 131.388. Watson coming across the line next, 133.6797 there. As Niall gone fastest with 131.17. As Carsey, what was Switch said? What was Switch said? Mid 29s? Yeah, thought so. Enter the 29s there. Buckle come across the line for the Aston Martin driver, P6 there with a 132.325 there, with Robin P5 there at this very moment here. Raza come across the line there, P5. How many times have I got to say P5, folks? How many times that? No movement. So can someone pretty much keep track of me on how many times I said it? Right. The hype train has ended. The hype train has ended. It's come to this stop there. Movement 27.843 going through the first sector. Now going through La Monumental for the Ferrari driver. They're not pretty much using the medium mode, going through there. Now downshift to 4 through Valdebastas. Here you go, section of the track. As he going through turn 16 through 17, 3rd gear on entry. As he approaching the Mercedes of Mr. Matic, but thankfully moved out of the way. Now, going through turn number 20, we go for the Ferrari driver and enters number 21. Here we go. Let's see how he does. As he comes across the line for the Ferrari driver. Here we go, coming across the line, P6 there. At least I'm not had to say P5. Well, invalidated his run. Podgy H started his lap there. Mr. Matek Gupta invalidated his run. Halford come across the line next there for the former champion there. Oh no! He's in the wall! And that is not ideal situation there for Halford. And thankfully for him, that's a shorter route to the pit lane. So that is not an ideal situation for Adam Halford. There, Podgy H 1.461 I think it was, going through in the middle sector. As they're going through the last couple turns there, this is where we see Halford lost it. As the Alpine track for here, and it is P8 for the Alpine. I already caught on it, I just said it. It's just the first thing came into my mind. There. Well, it's on a very good one. 1 minute point 968 there through the middle sector for the Mercedes driver. There, as he going through turn number 20. There, as he going through the penultimate turn. There, as he's going through the final turn. Let's see how he does for the Mercedes driver. Oh, he hit the wall, and he's P3 at this very moment. That's a good lap indeed from Wales there. So, as Gupta, what has happened to Gupta? He's into the escape route to avoid the barriers, and it's like, I don't want to say it, but it's like, in the hopes of get the lap time on the board, that as Rich invalidates his run, Mr. Matak is not on a lap there. He's dead set a lap last time out here. Hilly with tires 130.615 there. I think he may be safe with that. So we see Dusty back out on track. I think that would be on the fresh tyres there for the Aston Martin. As he going through La Magneta. As he going through there. A long banking right-hander there. As we see Night Out in the background. They're also on the lap there. As we don't want to see that. Yeah, I want to buy AI Fever, which is not poor form there. So, anyway, Dossie maximised the track limits through turn 18 through 19, going to turn number 20, hit the wall on the exit of 20. And he's maximised the track limits there as much as he possibly could. And let's see what can the Aston Martin can do. He is P2 at the moment here. Frenchman P2 there. Just beat Dusty there. So enters a 130 mark for two drivers in question. Which is currently on a lap. 27.266 through the first sector. Going through turn 10 and 11. As he going through turn 12, a lap. How many times am I going to say it? Adam Halford is not on a lap there. He's at the moment here. Less than 5 minutes to go of this qualifying session remains for the drivers here. Gupta and Halford haven't set a lap time, so they need to get the lap time on the board to have any chance to go into the top 10 shootout here this evening. Let's see how it goes. As which going through the pull to the turn, through goes as he come across the final turn, and let's see how it does There, which come across the line, P4. There, for which, there. He's only a 10th improvement from his previous lap time. Halford is not invalidate his run. That is not ideal. Altogether. That is not ideal situation altogether, folks, for Adam Halford there. Hopefully get the battery back up and running to go for it again. Robin, Division 2 Championship leader, going through turn 10 and through 11, going into La Monumental. Use all of this battery going down to Fadabas. I need to get a track name sorted, well, a corner name sorted there, folks. I only know the three because I did do my research. And where are they invalidated? Is it the sausage curve? Well, Robin just explained it. Ryan, did you just... Sorry, Robin, you're in crossfires on that one, but the question, where are they invalidated? Is it new social curve? Wow. To your I've seen it, like, honestly. Oh no. Oh, no, I was safely through with that one. Well, it might be safe or might not. Either Adam Halford come across the line, P5 for the Williams driver. The champion Gupta is under the cosh here. Movement's up to P7 there. Well, might be out of qualifying here as Gupta is currently on a lap here. Is anyone further on up there? Podgy H only a 10th down through. He's only need 300 of a second to beat Wobbin there. Hayes is slowed down to try get a... Hayes wait till best possible track condition she could do. Podgy H come across the line next, not improved with his lap time, stays where he at, but he will be out of qualifying. Mr. Matic currently on a lap there. Good to 101.705 there. All he had to beat is 131.742 set by Wobbin. He's hit the wall, and the champion just about scraped through, or has he? Because other people just started their lap times there. So Buckle's currently on his lap. Watson further on up, going through turn 8 through 9 there. So a lot of people struggle to get the lap time under control there due to invalidation and stuff like that. So we probably keep an eye with Watson there. Through go the banking, through go to Faldebas. There, Halford safely through with that one. Well, his lap time might be under the caution. And let's see how it goes. He's on Watson going just nearly a 10th faster than his previous as he's going through turn 18 through 19. We go fast left right handers. There. Let's see what the Cadillac can do. A bit of squirrely moment. Coming across the line for Watson himself. Let's see how he does. As he come across the line next, it is P13 for Watson there. Hayes come across the line first. Is Buckle, P9 there for Buckle. Good stuff indeed. Hayes is out of qualifying. And Watson up to P7. And that pretty much all she wrote. Gupta is out of qualifying. Bocco is in Q3, folks. My God. Whoa, wait. He's getting pole. Calling it right here. He's coming for that pole position. He's only beat Hayes by 200 of a second there. I will do that in a second there. Let me spend my German point on Bocco there. I was expecting at least Hayes or Gupta to knock me over. Thankfully, you made it through there. Carsey is fastest out of Q2 with Niall in P2 there, with Dusty in P3, which P4, and we would be losing Hayes, Gupta, Robin, Podgy H, Watson, and Mr. McClack. Let me get the thing sorted there, folks. Bear with me. Let me get my stream manager sorted there. Give me a couple. Ah, yes. I may as well put in Bocco. May as well put in Bocco. For all you Bocco fans here in attendance. I put in the prediction of who's going to get pole position for the Spanish Grand Prix here, folks. So that's pretty much. So we put it down: Dusty, Night Owl, Carsey, Witch, Bocco, and Over. If you want to choose Over, please state the name there, please, in the chat. Oh, 61% gone for Carsey, 39% gone for Bocco. Let me, keep it going. Don't put me. Wow, too late there. Oh, get your Stoinks market up and running there, Brian. Get your Stoinks market up and running there. No, it's not. That's his teammate. Dusty Pursuing will start things off for this qualifying session here. No, bear in mind, 9 different teams are in. No, wait, 8 different. No, wait. 6 different teams is in Q3 now. 2 McLaren and 2 Aston Martins. Anyway, Dusty will start things off in the proceedings here. Turn 1 through turn 2. As he going through turn 3, Hortaleza. Fast right-hander. As he going through turn number 4. Bit massive bump going into turn number 4. Through turn 5. Oh my! He sent flying there, and unfortunately invalidate his run there. So Niall is started his lap there, going through up the hill to turn 8 through 9. There, second gear, just avoiding the wall. There, as he going through turn 10 through 11. There, as he approaching turn number 12. La Mominenta. Good to kind of like jump scare with Dusty jump there. Well, there's had to be a paid stuntman. Now, 1 minute point 248 through the middle sector. As we're going through turn 17, going into turn 18 and 19, the fast left right hander. We go, save up the battery, going down to turn number 20, heavy braking zone. Here, downshift to second gear. Now, turn 21, going to the final turn of turn number 22. Third, you have to downshift to get the extra rotation. Come across the line with a 129.780 there. Carsey come across the line there. And my God, he pretty much shows how it is done. Yeah. Alfred P3 there for the Williams driver. Raza come across the line with a P4 there, folks. Well, in the Mercedes, P4 for himself there. As Aston Martin enters the pit, that is Buckle. As Movement enters P5 there. I think Dusty is going for it again. Yes, he is going for it again. Luckily for Dusty. Carsey beer and Weetabix for breakfast. Well, he wins a race with a beer. There, playing that was Saudi Arabia Grand Prix last season. It was, as he's going through in the middle sector, 0.3 through in the middle sector, a minute 0.320. There, he used all the battery down to turn number 20. There, as he mistimed the braking through turn number 20. There, that costing a lot of time. There, as he come across the line for the Aston Martin driver, it is P4 for Dusty Bazoon. That's not ideal. I would say he lost 3 attempts at pretty much the least with him mistimed the braking. There, Richards further on up. He might be competing for pole position there, folks. So he's a man that the pole position will get mid 29s there. Well, Carsey proved otherwise. Carsey proved otherwise there, folks. Seen the Northern Irish driver said nah, so override. Which P3 for the Red Bull driver there enters, and he's in the 129.882. My God, my words, it's gone. Ellie entered the wall. There, he's P8 there at this very moment of 130.656 for the McLaren driver. Now, we shall see what kind of drivers can do in a less than 6 minutes to go of this qualifying session. Dusty ran out of fuel because he did go for another run as he invalidated his first run. Luckily for him, he set the banker there for himself there, so thankfully he does so. I'd be interested on how the pit lane works, because the pit lane is split in two, if I'm not mistaken, with where the team's situated is at. And which I don't think he's going for it again, but pretty much racing down to the pit lane as he enters the pits there to put on a new set of boots there, as we see Hilly going back into the pits there. Adam Halford back out on track here, folks, to start his final run here. Can he get into 129s here, or what about moving? Can he get into the 129s? There, we soon see on that front there, just over. Luckily for them two drivers, they have the option to go back-to-back outlaps here, or yeah, back-to-back outlaps, or go for it. That's the two options they could do here. So that's the options they can do. Dusty, I would presume he will go for it on this situation. Moomin is also about to start up his lap there. So we go with Adam Halford to start things off for last of the runners. As they're going down to turn number one through 2. We go, he's invalidated his run through turn 2. Got the too much through turn 2 it was. And we go back to him soon enough. Moomin start his lap there as he's going through turn 1 there. Third gear on entry as he's going through turn 2. No, Hortaleza. I could call it turn 2 Hortaleza because that's the start of it. No, turn number 3 through 4. No, turn 4 through 5 and 6 it was. Cautious through there as it 2 tenths up through the first sector. Drifting through turn 8 and 9 there as he approaches turn number 10. It was through 11 on up to La Monumenta. Are you speaking in Spanish? Alright, turn 12. We go. Fadabaspas. We go going to through here. This is actually a whole section called Fadabaspas. No, turn 16 through. This is 17 on to 18 through 19. The fast left and right handers. Going through turn number 20. We go. Let's see how he does. Downshift to second gear. Cut the wall on entry as he come across the line. Through the penalty turn. Through goes the final turn for movement. And you see how he does for the Ferrari driver. P5 for the time being there. And we see Well is starting his lap. Raza also about to start his lap. But Dusty is coming across the line next for the Aston Martin team. Second gear going through there. Now up to penultimate turn. As he's going through the final turn. Let's see how he does. Coming across the line. What can Dusty can do? P2 there for Dusty there, folks. As we see Haley started his lap there. So at the moment is Richie on the lap? No, he isn't. No, he isn't. So Adam Halford invalidate his run. He has a fair share of struggles there with track invalidations here in this qualifying session here, folks. So not quite ideal situation altogether. Whale is currently on a lap there as he's going through Fadabaspas section of the track now through turn 17 on to turn 18 through 19. Checker flag is being waved. Hartford is not going to set another lap there, unfortunately. He just missed by a lot. Moon enters the pits there. His best would be P6. Well, is beating him to it as he going through the final turn, hits the wall on the exit, and he stays where he at. Invalidate his run. Not ideal one altogether. Raza P5 for the time being. Which invalidate his run. Niall is currently on it. Not on a lap there. He's done with his lap. Carsey could improve his lap there at the moment here. Buckle, all you Buckle fans not getting pole position, which is sad times indeed. Sad times. As we've seen Buckle enter the escape road as Carsey gone fast with a 129.2 020 there for the VCAP driver here at Switch. Will enter the pit lane soon enough. And that would be all. Your qualifying started! Which is into the barriers. Near the set. Pretty much a carbon copy of what Adam Halford did in Q2. It was, so. Overheating tyres, not ideal for the race situation here, yep. Enters the pits. There you have it. Q3 is sorted. Wow, and a whole second to P9, that's hilarious. Anyway, it would be Carsley start from pole with Dusty in P2, Night Owl in P3 with Rich in P4, Raza P5 with Adam Halford P6, Moomin P7, Hilly P8, Well P9, and Bucko runs out your top 10. Let me get my thing sorted for you. Who selected the channel points there? Choose icon. Carsley get pole. That stock market's gone not stonks at all for Mr. Ryanair. The clouds look murky. Don't ever wet race forecasts and stuff like that. But anyway, let's have a look on the time. 9:02 the race start time it is, folks. So we're going to take a couple moments break here, and we will be back when the race will be started. Well, we are back here. We are well and truly back. Well, there's a. Oh, let me get. Carsley got 88 pole positions of all time. So yes, Carsley is like. I got 5 left for the bingo. What 5 you have missing? Ah, the infamous one I already copped on. What else? I know I said that during the race, in fairness. I know I said that during the race, in fairness. It's just force of habit. And the infamous one, yes. Right, let me get I give you about 10 minutes there on this prediction. There you go. I put in another prediction there for who you think going to be our race winner here. The last one I need to scream out like I don't know where, like that kind of way. It's not gonna lie, it's like right. I select Carsey, Dusty, Night Owl, Halford, and Over. If you don't like what I got down there, you could choose Over, and please state the name in the chat as you want. Who you think going to take the race winner? I know I said the last one on in case like out of nowhere. It's like RKO fun out of nowhere. Right. Tires. We got Carsey starts on the mediums there. Dusty always starts on the hard compound tires. Then we got Night Owl down to Moomin on the medium compound tires with Hilly on the hards, Wales on the mediums, Buckle on the hards. We got Hayes down to Watson on the medium compound tires, Mr. Matax on the hards, Ben and Shawnee Boy on the mediums, Aaron Goomba on the hards, and Dry Med on the mediums. There. Oh, how many times? What do you call it? I'd be expecting there are going to be cars jumping through the sausage curb. And there are going to be a lot of times that there are going to be cars enters the turn 9 barrier, turn 8 and 9 barriers. Because it's a lot harsher on the rear compound tires in terms of like tire temps altogether. Right, get rid of the interface for the time being. And yeesh. What can a champion can do? Starting from P12 there, he struggled in this type of cars there. Not a ground effect cars anymore, but this type of cars it struggles. There, see how he goes for a good time for himself. There, and see how he goes on his situation. Scarcy got the car, about to line up to the grid here, folks, to start this race. Yeah, you're 100% going for Carsey, my God. Not out of Russell, what are you at? Here we go! For Madrid, first race here. Pretty much second race in WAOF1 history, by the way. So here we go! First light, second light, third light, fourth light, and the fifth light. Lights out, away we go. Carsey got a bear of the start with Dusty losing position to Night Owl. As Night Owl gets a position from P up to P2 already, off altogether. With Dusty trying to hold up a position. There's carnage in the background. It looked like it does. As there's a bit of tussle going into turn 4 through 5 there for the very first time there. And his whole heap of cars. Oh no! A lot of cars enters the buyers there as we enter turn number 8 for the very first time. There we go. Robin lost a good few positions there. Wells only lost 1 position. Good to up 1 there. So Raza up to P5 already. Good stuff altogether. Or maybe spoke too soon. Halford is going up the inside there. Not really for the time being, as in the background, Whale try to fend the champion off, going through Fada Baspas through there. Not quite at the very moment for the time being. There, as we're going through the tunnel for as Project H going straight around the outside at the exit of the tunnel. There, as Gupta hit the buyers there, as a Williams of Robin gets through. As Mr. Mataka and Bucko there going side by side. There's yellow. Oh no! Can't tell you it was Bucko and Mr. Mataka were side by side, but ended up in tears all together. So a chaotic start altogether. Like, keep an eye on one battle altogether. 3 cars enter the pit lane for first time. They just change the front rings altogether here, folks. So not, and they hopefully for a safety car to come into this race altogether. Dusty is one to watch at the moment. There's yellows. Who's that going off into the buyers there? It looked like a feed car or a Red Bull. It is a Red Bull. Shawnee Boy is running into the buyers, and it's a missing nose front ring altogether for Shawnee there, so he had to limp all the way to the pit lane, which is not ideal altogether. This is pretty much shows you how difficult this track is. And another victim into turn 8 is Watson. Did the exact same thing as Shawnee did. And Mr. Matak is going side by side, going through there as Watson and 3 Rosby. Yeah, there we go. So, at the moment, there we found 2 victims into turn 8 there. As we got seeing Carsey Night Owl is going pretty much not going jab for jab at the moment there. Dusty entering the frame there. Going to turn 4 there. He could have to say to this race altogether. He's on the hard compound tyres, looking to try to get things going at the second half of this race here altogether. Project H got a 3-second time penalty for his troubles here at the moment here. So Rich here, how do you fare at the moment here for the Red Bull driver, as he's not quite close enough for the time being. Raza seems to be struggling to keep up with the top 4 here, as he's losing time to them to, as meanwhile Gupta gets ahead of Robin for P11 of this race here. Robin's looking to fight back, going to the tunnel here, as Gupta not fends him off for the time being. Movement is getting a bit closer to Alfred there, as Alfred is getting closer to Raza there. We're entering the Raza train there, folks. So as we start up lap number 4 of this race here, as we seeing position change, Goomba gets ahead of Trimed. Trimed has a missing end plate to his troubles here. So Niall try to keep in touch with Carsey at the moment here. So, but he's got Dusty in pursuit altogether at the same time. Rich is struggling to try to keep up altogether. The track is very difficult in fairness to the drivers. Like, it's like tire tense altogether. Try and manage it for the duration of the race altogether. Yo! Project Hay is out of this race and it's caused a safety car, and that is at turn 8 it was. Yes indeed, it is turn 8 there. We found the third victim, now the first DNF of the race unfortunately there. So unlucky to Project H unfortunately there. It is so easily done there, in fairness to the Alpine driver there. So he's, and thankfully and luckily for some drivers, they're back into the race here. What can the drivers on the mediums can do here, as now the safety full course yellow is there. Carsey's entered the pits. Niall is also enters the pits here. With Dusty may as well go into the pits anyway. Which also entered the pits here. As I see him. Oh, Hilly stays out for this one. He's on hard compound tyres. Interestingly, we've seen Dusty enters the pits here from the hard compound tyres. So this means soft for Dusty. Okay, interesting. So Hilly will lead us off on the safety car. Mr. Mainlander will be. They all go to the end now. Hearts are mega around here. I say so because, like, I think the race I done, I think a good few weeks, a month ago I think it was, or 2 months ago. The Hearts can't go to the end. I agree. 20 laps. Agreed. So I'm interested on Hilly point of view. Like, does he? He's kind of like stuck in the middle of the cars in behind. Like, can he drive his best to fend the cars behind off as much as he possibly could, or because, and also tire allocation is a big thing here altogether. So, and also this is a new track. Like I said, they will be well experienced, like since the DLC being released there. It's like a lot difficult than first thought. It's kind of like new, that kind of like vibes in that sense. We're seeing Dusty. Oh, Dusty is lighting up the tires there. Oh, I see why Dusty's going on to the softs and he's entering the pits again. I see why he's doing it. I only caught realizing that right now because he's going to try to do hard, thin, soft tires. That should be him to then go on to the first set of hard compound tires. That would be him to the end of this race here for car number 2 there. So yeah, he's gone back out in P15 there. So let's see how you do on that front there. You've got a couple of people who on worn the hearts, like start the race on hearts there. Hilly, Goomba, and Aaron on the hards from the very get-go there it was. So and we see Portland Islander taking a tour around Madrid here. So I was saying the midfield part, they had to get past Goomba as soon as possible for their race altogether. Try to get anywhere inward to the top 5 here. But it's like an almighty sight to try do their best to try to get in the top 5 positions here. Aaron von Asa would be the exact same thing. Gupta need to get him before where Wobbin is at. So, and Dusty going against the grain. He started on the hards and he's in the pits for the soft tires, and he's gone back out on the hard compound tires. See how he fares for the first of the Aston Martin driver, as we see Watson enter the pits to change the tires here. He's on the soft tires for a couple of laps since he changed the front ring it was. And yes, he had to change the front ring, may as well do it. For Watson, in fairness to him, for the Cadillac driver, hopefully he's catch up to the rest of the pack there for himself there. Now, this is interesting to say the least, because Hilly is in the lead with not out in P3 of this race altogether. So will be teamwork in play for the McLaren boys to try fend off Carsey and try get the possession gain on Carsey. If you're not out, that's the thing to say. As we about to go green anytime soon there. Hopefully Watson catch back up. Yes indeed, safety car is in this lap. Hilly will take the pace from the lead of the race. He haven't pitted yet, but he will be dictating the safety car restart here. So when it's going to be go, that's the other question there, folks. So that's the other side of things. And I thought he's gone now. Not quite. Is he? He's gone. He's gone there for Hilly. The scruffy exit, and we go back green altogether. With Carsey lurking in the background, with Niall probably under pressure. Going to turn 1 and through 2. As Carsey got the run, compared to the McLaren, going side by side into turn number 3 it is. And he's got the job done for the lead of the race here. Niall is getting into feet as Niall gets through. Hilly's gone round. Oh no! Hilly's gone round. At the exit of the roundabout, it seems, and now it's an almighty task to try and fend off the cars behind as much as he possibly could. He's got a Haas in behind with Wells going round the outside of the banking, and he's got the job done for P8 of this race. And now, can he try and get ahead of Hilly? Going to before the Thomas section. Third gear for Well as he going through the top. Wells going up the inside. Through the fast left right handers. We going side by side there. Well, he's about to go through there. Still, he's through all together. A great move from Whale. There, he's up to P7 of this race. And now he's trying to catch up to Moomin for P6 here, folks. That's now. Oh, he's gone round. Buckle losing to free position at the moment here. The battle is mainly on the midfield track. Gupta gets ahead of Goomba. That's a tongue twister as itself. And he's gone up to P11 of this race here. As Rich got the second of a 3-second time penalty. It was originally Johnny and as Mr. Matak and Watson. Oh no! Watson's drowned there. As further on up the track it was. I think the feed carb gone round, or was it a Ferrari? Not sure what has happened there. And meanwhile, Gupta gets ahead of Robin for P10 of this race. The champion is in the top 10 position here. And now he's trying to catch up to Hayes and try to get by Hilly quickly as possibly could. Raza is P3 of this race altogether. Only seeing that right now. Mr. Matai has crashed out and it's caused a VSC. That Fad Bass it is. It looked like, need to double check. It looked like losing on the traction when it enters the wall. No way the track mod gives me, but we'll be double checking that. As we've seen, Aaron Fanasa take his opportunity to pit safety car. Now VSE is now gone, and we go back green altogether, which is getting close to Halford here, as Halford is trying to fend him off for time being, as Halford is trying to catch back up to Raza here for a final spot on the podium. As we approach the halfway through of this race altogether. Now it's getting a bit closer. He's getting a bit closer. There to that feed carb. Going through the bus section of the track. No. He's not getting very close to be fair, as he would have liked. But he's in striking range to try to get the move done. But it's like every time, it's like similar to, I think it is Singapore. It's like every time you get close, it's like you seem to be run out of road there for the McLaren here. As he's trying to get a good exit. He looked like a better off the run compared to Carsey going into turn 1. Has he got the run from turn Fortaleza? It seems, yes indeed, he's got the run from the feed carb going to turn 3 there. He's going to try around the outside there, and he's got the move done for the lead of the race. He takes the lead for the very first time of the race here, and it took him 11 laps to do so. Now, what can Carsey do in response to that? As Rich is getting closer to Halford there. Carsey seems to be struggling at the moment there. Rich is getting a lot closer to Halford there, as he's not getting closer. Oh, he seems to be gearbox away for the two drivers. As now Rich is trying to have it a go. There. No. Not quite going for a move altogether. Has he got the run? Going into turn 20. There, he's have a look on the inside. Not quite at the moment there. There's a bingo card if you're looking for one there, right? And no. Let's see. 9 hours at the fastest lap of this race with a 1:32.151. Is no. 3 to go. Yep. 3 to go. Let me double check. Yes, that's right. As Hayes gets ahead of Hilly for P. And now Rich is going up the hill. Both of them going up the hill through turn 8 through 9. There is getting closer. Getting a lot closer this time round. Now he's going to try looking for the inside. Going through the banking of Adam Halford there. Going through the La Monumental. There. Not quite there. As he's going to have a great run from the exit of Valdebasas. It seems going to the tunnel section. Not really at the moment. Gupta gets ahead of Hilly for P9 of this race here. And this battle is getting intriguing here between the Red Bull driver and the Williams. Now, I'd be starting to interested on what can the drivers do there. Meanwhile, Dusty round the outside through the penultimate turn there. Thankfully he just jumped in just in time and he's gotten the move done for P11 of this race. Now he's trying to catch up to the cars ahead. Now, Rich pretty much third time the charm. Adam Halford is trying to fend him off and not much as possibly could fends him off on this situation as they catch up to Raza there, and them two seeing up from there slide the car all together from Rich there. And now Halford, see that Audi ahead. Is there a chance for a podium for Adam Halford there? Great chance for a podium possession here. And now, well, it's getting close. He's getting a bit closer that time, not quite there. Now Gupta is going up the inside. Hayes is on the outside. There, Hayes has gone off the track, and Gupta has gone through, and he's up to P8 of this race there from the champion here. And now he's looking to making inwards here. Try to catch up to Whale for P7 of this race here. He's only 3.5 seconds away from the Mercedes driver as he currently in the battle with a Ferrari driver here. Meanwhile, Dusty looking for a switcheroo. Hilly's trying to fend it off. There, Dusty not going for a move because he thought Hilly's going into the pits there as Dusty gets through up to P10 of this race. So, at the moment here, Adam Halford got 3 seconds there. I think that is Halford got hit in the wall. It seems like it. Halford got 3, Rich got 3, Movement got 3 in a space of a quarters. And now Hayes got 3. My God, that could be losing driver of the day contention. By the end of the night, which is round tight the rear of Adam Halford. It looked like it, and it's getting a bit too close for comfort for the Red Bull driver. And now we have got another victory at turn 8 there. It is Buckle, unfortunately, it's gone round for the Aston Martin driver. Good qualifying, but the race is not making ways as well. And now, at this very moment, we got told that the hards can't fully do the end of the race. Wait to see around lap what the drivers can do there. Would they stick or twist later on down the line there? Is there hope? If you're in the midfield, you're pretty much hoping for a safety car. Try to get back in the race altogether. Try get as much possibly could. There, that's track limits, validation. Sorry, Rich. Unless if you late the game, it gave you a play off there. Now, the lead of the race. Niall and Carsey, pretty much a league of their own there at this far of the race here, as Niall is trying to fend off the feed car for as much as possibly could, and now he's got a good run compared to McLaren, but he's getting close to that McLaren. That's the other thing. Niall got a great exit there. TriMed got a 3-second time penalty for multiple track limit warnings. Now, which is pretty much balanced out on Halford there. So that is it for the time being. Now, Carsey getting close. He's getting a lot closer to that McLaren. McLaren's trying to fend it off there. And it's not quite at the moment here for Carsey here. As we go up the hill to turn 8 there. For our championship leader. Going through here, not making it inwards at the moment. Now, Rich is getting closer as well. But our attention is the lead of the race here. The dirty air given to Carsey altogether is, through the banking especially, it's like he's managing the battery compared to Niall. He's also managing the battery too. And now the closer battle on track is Hayes and Dusty here, as Dusty have a sneaky look on the inside, going to the Valdebasmas section of the track. He's going to try right on the outside through there, and it's a good move from Dusty. He's up to P9 of this race here from the Aston Martin driver. There. Now he's making it inwards for the Aston Martin driver. He's definitely making it inwards, so together here. Now Rich is getting closer to Aldo Alford. Haven't thought of it going in. Oh! Hits the wall on the apex of turn 1 there, before going to Hortaleza turn it is so. Is that damage to the front ring? That's the other side of things. As Carsey getting closer, he's got a lot closer to that McLaren there, going to La Momenta, banking right, it seems like it, as he's not quite get anywhere closer to this situation here. Half a look on the inside, not the case for the time being for the championship leader. No. Which is going. Them two pretty much have a thing going on foul here. So Goomba yet to pit, Hilly yet to pit also. So you could say in the next couple of laps, Hilly will pit for mediums, and Goomba will pit for mediums as well. There's yellows. That is a feed carb, and also it's entered the wall there, caused a full course safety car, and now luckily for the leader, they're just able to get by the safety car. They just got away with it. So we got another victim. I think TriMed went into the buyers, the same place where Project H got DNF of it, so no. Hilly is on mediums, Hayes is on a new set of hards, so does Gupta and Whale. No. This is interesting. Will they stick or will they twist? That's the question there, because we do know the drivers behind them has pitted for fresh medium or hards there. What will the drivers who haven't pitted yet? That's the other side of things there. Niall is, I think Niall got a set of mediums. Right, see what the tyre allocation they have there. Both of them enter the pits. Rasa, what he's going to do? He's going to enter the pits here. So does Adam. So does Rich as well. Moving. What he's going to do? He's entered the pits. And Aaron Van Assen got a 10-second time penalty for exceeding track limits here. Niall is going to set the hard compound tyres. Carsey same. Rich is going to the set of mediums there, and Adam Halfer had to put on this. Dusty enters the pits as well, so Halfer has change of front ring. It seems like it. The Division 2 the championship leader. Next, half stays out. Okay. He's the only one in the top, in around the grid, who haven't pitted. And now, which may as well use the mediums, in fairness to him. Clever from Robin. May as well go for it. Unless if he spoke to his studio is like, ah, Robin, what are you doing? You're fighting for vital points for the championship. May as well go for it. I know. Hopefully, there are a lot of victims going, as we see TriMed onto a set of soft compound tyres there, so at least we gained some. Now the question is Robin is going into the pit lane as Alfred? No, he stays out for. May as well go for it. He will be in the corner of the ball there, folks. So this is going to be interesting climax from here to the end of this race here, because Robin has opted to stay out. May as well go for it. May as well go for it. If you commit, you commit. I get the idea, like, to be fair. What happened to get? Anyhow. Batman Lander is back out on track again. Take us another tour around Madrid. here. So we're lap 20 here, 9.5 laps to go of this race here. So altogether, it is very, this track is proved to be very difficult track to deal with for the drivers, in fairness, all around here to drive on. They're having difficulties like going into turn 4 and 5, it seems like it, and through turn 7 on, no, turn 8 through 9 uphill. There seem a lot of drivers having difficulties with that too. So that's what we see there. Plus a flying car as well. No. Okay. Which is only one in the top 4 on the mediums here. Let's see how they fare for the Red Bull driver. He has. Let's go through the penalty situation here. Rich has got 6 seconds worth of time pens. Robin's clean. Halford Movement's got 3. Hayes and Helly, Watson and Dryman all has 3. Well, Buckle added to the name. Cheers, Buckle. Buckle has 3. Johnny Boy is on 9, and Aaron is on 16 seconds worth of time pens. I believe one. Ha! I think that is accidental. Oh. No. Night leads the way since lap 11, 10 laps ago, and he's leading since he's doing very well to fend off Carsey as possibly could. Safety cars in this lap. Now second off of McLaren. What would they take the pace here? So when will Night Owl will go? That's the other question. Well, like a TriMate, unfortunately, he's not going to catch up to the pack. But well, when will that McLaren driver will go? He slowed down the pack, which is, of course, he will do that. And when he's going to go, and he's gone. He's pretty much caught Carsey sleeping on this situation, and Raza not quite there. We've gone back green here in Madrid, and now Carsey's getting a bit closer. They're not really making striking distance as well. Dusty is up to P9 of this race altogether. His next target as well for P8 of this race here. And now this is an almighty task for Dusty to try and make any inwards altogether here. Now Robin is kind of like, oh, Rob. I think Robin is letting his teammates through, which is fair enough reason there. And now Movement is soon to be all over the back of that Williams car altogether. That's pretty much the fairest reason to give it. As what Robin looked like went off the track. Dusty gets ahead of Whale for P8 of this race. Now he's targeting Movement for P7 of this race here, as he's making inwards altogether. And now Moon is getting closer to Robin here. Going to turn 20. Not quite at the moment here. As we're going through. As we start lap number 23 of this race. Carsey is on the final sector. It seems to be Niall is getting quicker off the two there. As Dusty gets ahead of Moomin there for P7 of this race. Hilly's about to be getting ahead of Hayes. Hayes is fighting back. Oh no! Contact! Hilly went off the track, it was. And now Dusty gets ahead of Robin for P6 of this race. There, no. And Hilly got a 10-second time penalty for corner calling. I believe that is for illegal overtake. That he went off the track there. To be fair, I'm going to have a look at it after the race, in fairness. To be fair, I think as Gupta is going up the inside of the Ferrari. Going side by side there, and he's up to P8 of this race for the champion. Now, Moomin is going up the inside of Whale there, and he's up to P9 there for the Ferrari. There, I think Moomin is trying to fire back. Going to this one. Now, we'll see that all about it. There, fastest lap. Coming thick and fast for the top two there. Speaking of the top two, they're still going at it as meanwhile. Here goes Gupta. Going to try around the outside here through turn one. Gets ahead. And what about Mercedes? Gets ahead. Same with the McLaren. And what about Hayes? Not quite ain't. Where she's going for. Going round about now. Hit the McLaren there and Moomin tagged the Ferrari, unfortunately. I know. Carsey is going half a look on the inside of Niall. We got pretty much 5.5 laps to go of this race altogether. My God. As well gets ahead of Robin for P8 of this race here. And now Hilly's getting closer. He's getting a lot closer, not quite there at this far. As we see, Niall seems to be a lot quicker through the final two turns there. And now he's getting closer as, oh, he had to correct the car through turn one there, and now has he got the run there, going down to turn four. Has he getting a lot closer this time round compared to the McLaren? He's half a look through turn four, turn five through six there, through the roundabout there, which is closer to Rasa there. Rasa tried his best to fend off that Red Bull driver in behind. And now Carsey is trying his best to try to get the overtake to done. But he's racing for the right moment. He's just pretty much racing for the right moment to get that McLaren there. No. Just patient game for Carsey. Just a patient game for the time being here. And now he's getting closer. A bit closer this time round compared to the last time out. Going to turn 20, it seems. And it's like right, so anywhere changes here. Hilly's getting close. Oh! That was back of Hilly, I think it was. Or was it the LD of Hayes enters the pits? What has happened to her? And she's retired from this race, unfortunately, so no. Carsey at the moment pretty much piling on the pressure to that McLaren, literally piling on the pressure to try to get the job done for the race lead. He's thinking of going for it. He's going for it up the inside through the bus as Niall's looking for a switcheroo, but it's not really the case there. Carsey takes the lead of the race here. So Carsey leads the way with 4 laps to go. We're about to be 3 laps to go of this race here. And now Niall pretty much not giving up without a fight there. Or is it a timing fight? He could go for it. You soon see. 3 laps to go of this Spanish Grand Prix in Madrid here. And now he's got the better of a run compared to the feed car going down to turn 4 and 5 there. As you have a look on the outside, there was a contact. It looked like it. But Niall is thinking of it. Going to try around the outside. And looking for a switcheroo. There, not the case for this time round. Well, no. Again, Niall is closer. There, he's getting a lot closer. Half a look on the inside. Going through Fada Baspas. And there's a case of like patience altogether. Carsey pretty much depleted all of his battery. And Niall is pretty much doing the exact same thing what Carsey is doing a couple of laps previous here. And now he's out full of it, going up the inside through turn 20. Round the road. And now all together, this could be an intriguing end of this Grand Prix. Intriguing end. Track limit penalty would be killed the race altogether. There's yellows at ace for Cadillac of Iron there through turn 8 and 9 section. I think them two harvest the battery going through this section of the track. I think this is pretty much one to watch there. Yellows, that is for movement. Movement's round. Oh, you have to be careful. Thankfully, he's gone off the track there. Well, not on the racing line, but hopefully get back right round. Back to the lead there. Niall's close to this one. He's getting a lot closer, but he's got them two going to approach the lap car of Iron. If not, be careful. Try and make this crash at the final turn. Where is that? All of this? Because Ghostin is not on. That's the other question there. Thankfully, it's gone off. Thankfully, so we don't want to crash too. And race as we start the final lap of this race here. Now, them two is going to use all their might to take home the Spanish Grand Prix this evening. Carsey, the all-time race winner, leading all-time race winner here. Niall looking for his first race win of his career. As now, not quite in the move Very hoping to go at this very moment of this race. Now, Carson looks like he gets the race win in the bag. Here, there's yellows, that is for the Cadillac. Move out of your way, thankfully so. No. Oh, Carson uses massive as meanwhile, Halford got ahead of Rich there for P4 of this race now. Oh, I don't think he's like. I think he's going to stay where he's at there. Carsey is looking to extend that all-time race winner list, and now he's adding Madrid to his list altogether. And now Carsey is coming across the line through the goals of final turn. Car number 34, he's on top once again. Carsey takes on the Spanish Grand Prix with Niall comes on in P2. With Raza comes on in P3 there. Adam Halford P4, Gupta ended up in P5. Good result from Gupta in fairness to him. Dusty P6, Rich comes on in P7 there with Whale P8. Robin, where he's going to finish up that? Stays where he's at, but he's P9. Fair play. Hilly comes on in P10 with Watson. Goomba finishing in P10. There, fair play to Goomba. He's ended up in the top 10. Ben comes on P11. I think that would be Watson P12. Hilly P13. Buckle ended up with P14. Shani Balai in P15 with Newman going to do the fastest lap attempt. My God. Fair play to Robin here, making 25 laps on them hard compound tires and still finishing in the top 10. Fair play. No, yeah. Oh no. Can't find it in the dictionary, unfortunately, so the world has ended. The world has ended. You're welcome, man. You're welcome. That would be and there you have it here, folks. Carsey takes on our Spanish Grand Prix here this evening. Well, Niall comes on in P2 there. Raza comes on in P3 with Adam Halford P4. Gupta, a great result from himself. Started from P12, ended up in P5 there. With Dusty in P6, Rich comes on in P7, Whale P8, Robin P9, and Goomba. I think that his best result in one lobby here ended up in P10 for the Hungarian driver. Ben comes on in P11, Watson P12, Hilly P13, Bucko P14, Shawnee P15, Moving P16, Aaron Trimay has classified. Hey, we lost Hayes, Mr. Matic, and Project H. Before I go, I need to do something here, which is home stream manager. I need to get you a shower points back for putting Carsey on top again. Let's see who 4K to belong to. So that is it for this evening. Thank you all who's jumped on to the stream. It's much appreciated here. Good fun then, absolutely. And good result for yourself, in fairness. Good to P5 altogether for strong result there. So that is it for this evening here, folks. Thank you all for jumping on to the stream. It is much appreciated all together. Next up, we are in Brazil next time out. So tune in to that same time, same place here next week. Right. Until then, it is good night and God bless. Take it easy and peace.